When it comes to iconic British trains, few can rival the elegance and legacy of the Brighton Belle. Known for its Art Deco interiors and exceptional service, the Brighton Belle has captured the imagination of rail enthusiasts and the public alike.
Can you tell me how you're enjoying your scrambled egg this morning?
I'm enjoying them very much, thank you.
But what's even more remarkable is the train's journey, from its grand debut in the 1930s to its near extinction, and to the eventual return on mainline duties. Today we dive into the fascinating history and the technical feats that are bringing this train back to life. The Brighton Belle story begins in 1932 with the Southern Railway's electrification project, which meant the Brighton main line was electrified using the 750-volt DC third rail, which has started to become the norm for power sources in the south of England. As part of this, the Southern Railway wanted to modernise the Southern Belle Pullman service, which had been steam-hauled up to that point. Fast forward a year to the 1st of January 1933, the first electric Southern Belle service departed London Victoria for its hour run down to Brighton. A year into service, the Southern Railway decided the service needed a slight rebrand, saving confusion from other Pullman services, being given the new name of the Brighton Belle. As part of this new electric Pullman service, 3 5-car 5 Belles or Class 4F3 units were introduced to offer a modern, top-class experience for passengers. Built by Metro Camwell in Birmingham, the interiors are furnished in the popular Art Deco style, along with rather classy wood and brass detailings, with the outside painted in the famous Pullman livery of umber and cream. Fast forward a few decades to 1967, the units would see a slight refreshment pass into hands of British Rail, with the class also receiving its much less glamorous BR livery. The Brighton Belle is the world's only fully electric all-Pullman train. In its peak, it ran 3 times a day, offering onboard drinks, meals and snacks, and provided an hour-long journey of luxury and comfort between the two cities. But despite its elegance, the train's fortunes began to change in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The rise of car travel, increase in operating costs, and the rolling stock's pending expensive renewal led to the Brighton Belle's withdrawal in 1972 by British Rail, even after a loud outcry from the general public and a few certain celebrities. Its last journey on the 30th of April marked the end of an era for luxury rail travel. Thankfully, not all was lost. After the withdrawal of the service, all 15 carriages were sold into private ownership and were repurposed as static restaurants or private dwellings. In the late 1970s, several of the former Brighton Belle carriages were restored and preserved by the Venice Simplon Orient Express Company, with a number of these still running today as part of the British Pullman service. Yet, no complete 5 Belle set survived, and the legacy of the Brighton Belle was at risk of fading into history. Fast forward to 2008, and the formation of the Brighton Belle Trust marked the start of a remarkable restoration journey. Led by Dennis Dunstone, the Trust has worked tirelessly to restore the Brighton Belle to its former glory, but the path hasn't been easy. Many of the surviving carriages were found to be structurally damaged, with significant corrosion. Restoration teams have employed advanced metalworking techniques to restore their outer shells and preserve the integrity of the train. One of the biggest challenges, minus the full restoration of the 4-car EMU, has been updating the train's systems for modern rail operations, while maintaining its historical charm. The original traction and braking systems were outdated and lacked modern safety features, so they've been replaced with outdated control gear and modern electro-pneumatic braking systems. Additionally, the underframes of the carriages had to be reinforced and crashworthiness enhancements were made, ensuring the train would meet modern safety standards. Even the seatings had to be updated for today's passengers. First-class seating was redesigned into a spacious 2+1 configuration, while first-class compartments retained their Art Deco features. A critical addition was the kitchen, originally designed for first-class use only. It's been refitted to meet the demands of a modern luxury dining experience. Advanced cooking equipment, including gas ovens and refrigeration systems, have been installed, alongside air cooling systems, to ensure passenger comfort during long days. To achieve mainline certification, the Brighton Belle will undergo rigorous testing, which is starting in early 2025, with trials focused on weight distribution and compliance with loading gauges. With plans to operate on the 750-volt DC third rail system of the Merseyside network as part of the certification process. In 2024, a partnership between the Brighton Belle Trust and Locomotive Services Limited was announced, along with the Royal Scot Trust, which is part of the LSL. This agreement will see Locomotive Services crew operate the train once back on the main line, with LSL also contracted to run the haul testing services using their Class 20s. Of course, the Trust's main aim is for the full car set to be certified back on the main line, earning revenue. However, this hasn't stopped the long-term planning, with plans for the full 5-car formation in the future, subject to securing around £1.5 million to restore the 5th coach. We can only hope that the many steps needed for mainline certification go as planned. So, who's excited for the turn of the Brighton Belle? Come on now. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure I've heard some of you. If you want to learn more about the Brighton Belle or even donate to them, then head over to brightonbelle.com to learn more. We'll have all the links in the description below. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history and restoration of the Brighton Belle. To learn more fascinating stories from the British railway scene, don't forget to subscribe to UK Rail Vids. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.